I studied at Manchester University and I studied American Studies. And when I graduated, I moved to Hong Kong and worked for a TV company there for a few years. I think the lessons that I've learned during that period were that it's absolutely crucial to really follow your passion and do something that you love, even if you can't see where that might take you. I think ultimately by doing that, you're always going to love where you are, and then you give it 100%. And if you do that, you'll always end up being successful. I'm Executive Vice President of Youth Brands for ViacomCBS. My career path so far has led me there, firstly because I was lucky that I always knew I wanted to work in media. So I've stayed in the same career industry for over 20 years. And so that really is how I've moved up, because I've been able to work with people who recognised me as somebody who wanted to work hard, and they gave me those opportunities. Working at MTV, one of the things I really love is going into the office, and everybody really enjoys fashion there, and we all enjoy each other's fashion decisions. Now it's all about your top half, so most of the time you're wearing pyjamas, but it's a good opportunity to look at fashion through jewellery, think about wearing new colourful tops, and also thinking more about your backdrop. I've seen MTV evolve enormously since I began working there in 2007. The explosion of social media has meant that people want to have a very different relationship with brands. And then of course, the way that people have consumed music has really evolved. So yeah, I have seen a massive change. At the same time, what I've seen stay the same is that people have an enduring passion for music and for fantastic and entertaining content. I can only imagine how MTV will evolve, but I think it's incredibly exciting to see new technologies like VR and evolutions with AI, which I think will really help us to innovate how we engage with our audiences. MTV Breaks launched around 5 years ago and was very much a passion project for everyone at MTV, because we wanted to use our privilege and the opportunity that MTV affords to enable young people to have a break into the creative industry. And so yes, it has always been a platform for emerging talent. MTV decided to create the Music Meets Fashion competition because we see that inextricable link between the creativity of music and fashion. So for us, this felt like an absolutely perfect partnership. I think fashion and music have always been so intrinsically linked because they're coming from very much the same place, which is about self-expression and creativity and finding ways to express identity, and also a place to innovate. I think Kanye West is a brilliant example of an artist who crosses over music and fashion and shows how interchangeable those two things really can be. I think the fashion industry can learn a lot from the music and entertainment industries and how they've embraced new technologies. I think what we have learned is that you have to be really open to that new technology, not be afraid of it, but really embrace it and see it as an opportunity to connect with audiences on new platforms in new ways. I think also being open to partnering with brands that have already embraced that technology is also a great opportunity. And also it just allows us to connect with new audiences in new ways. It's hard to pick out one absolute favourite. I think the Lady Gaga meat dress always comes to mind, but perhaps one of my absolute favourites was last year at the MTV VMAs, where Lizzo ripped off her coat to reveal that amazing yellow bodysuit. I thought that was an incredible moment. I mean, we are so thrilled to be doing this partnership with the British Fashion Council, ICEBERG and River Island. I think all three of those brands bring something so incredibly exciting. The British Fashion Council were an absolute no-brainer partner for us. Their constant support of new talent is something that really connects with MTV Breaks James Long, I mean, he was a new emerging talent when he launched his career in 2008. And he's also really familiar with working with an iconic brand like Iceberg. So we knew that we'd be able to really connect. And then for River Island, I mean, personally, I absolutely adore that brand, but we felt that they also support new talent and also they have a truly global platform. So we felt that they were the perfect brand to really realise our ambitions and bring it to life. Firstly, I want to see that the designer really understands the MTV brand and can bring the MTV brand values to life in their collection. The second thing I'm looking for is a collection that's really wearable and that's commercial. And then third thing is that they are really bringing innovation and freshness to the ideas. So it's a tall order, but we're hoping that in the submissions we will see designers who've been able to capture all three things. My advice to fashion students of the future would be to very much believe in your own ideas and to stay true to your vision. But at the same time, always be prepared and give every opportunity, absolutely everything you have, so that when people are looking at your work, you look like somebody who tried harder and listened more than everybody else.